Where some see waste, we see potential. Where some see rubbish, we see beauty. And where some just see scraps and leftovers, we see the beginning of something new. Because we're changing fashion. Starting with the things that used to be thrown away. So from now on, let's wear the waste.
At the starting point for the collection, we wanted to take Conscious Exclusive one step further. So previous seasons we've worked with sustainably sourced materials. Now we wanted to have a theme that was about sustainability. So we decided we really wanted to work with waste, and we really wanted to make something really extremely beautiful out of waste. So that narrowed it down quite a lot. We're like, okay, we want to make beautiful dresses and garments that feel exclusive and make people feel good.
Hello, yeah, hi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Sorry, can't be in London, or you can't be here because you are in London, are you?
Yeah, I'm in London right now, and it's kind of gloomy, but the sun's just peeked out a little bit now, so it's quite nice. What is consciousness and conscious collection to you?
It's one collection where we really can be a trailblazer when it comes to sustainability and fashion, and we are in the forefront of H&M sustainability work. And the aim with these collections is really to move, H&M's fashion and innovation and sustainable development work forward.
The design process is the same as any collection, I think. Apart from that, we always start with the material rather than like in other collections or other companies, they would design and then pick materials for what they've designed. It's not more complicated than usual at all. I think we're used to working with these types of materials, and a lot of the time these materials are fantastic quality, so it's almost that they're more durable, or they're more inspiring somehow, and it really gives a lot to the process.
What do you look for in a fashion piece?
Because I'm a minimalist, what I like to wear is what I call forever pieces.
Yeah.
So whenever I go to something or a shop to look for an item of clothing, I always look for something that is really high quality. It's quite natural in terms of the fibers that it's made of, and I know it can last. So that even if in 5 years' time I decide, open my wardrobe, I'm like, oh yes, I can wear this piece.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to personally over-consume too many items all the time, because I personally just feel it's wasteful for me to do that, because I just like to wear what I need to wear, and then I don't need anything else more than that. So for me personally, it's all about high quality fabrics that last, and things that I can wear for a long period of time and dress up or down.
Yeah.
And that's why I love this t-shirt.
Yes.
It's one of these wear in the, or in the daytime, or like even chatting with you as well.
Oh, that's super.
Yeah,
that's super. I mean, it is a limited collection, so we can really experiment here, I think. Try to be innovative and try to think new and test things and learn things and grow from that also. And I would say with the waste collection now that is released later this autumn, that is one of the most kind of focused collection we have been doing so far, because we work with one theme, and that is waste. That has been such an exciting journey, and we are so happy with the result. So using waste and see that as a resource, that is, I think, the future. We have to move into circularity, and that is also, this is one step of doing that.
we've worked a lot with sustainability at H&M and with my previous collections, but here we're really pushing the boundaries and we're giving hope. I think that's what's really inspiring about this collection, that it's actually pushing everything towards a more positive future, and I think that's what personally drives me when I work with these collections, and the whole team. We're so passionate about working with these products, and it's a lot of hard work, but it's really, really worth it.
What do you do when you don't want to have the garments any longer? Do you sell it, or do you swap with friends, or what do you do?
Where I come from in Sydney, there's like an island not far from where I live in Fiji, and my auntie actually, what she does is she works with a charity over there, and she sends this huge container of clothing and sends her, and a lot of the people who are underprivileged actually get to wear it. So I make sure all of my clothing goes through that route, and someone else can rewear it and pleasure from the pieces I once did. So I feel like being able to kind of make the items that you love and want to throw away into something usable and wonderful for someone else is a wonderful thing. What's the process behind taking one of these fabrics when you first kind of discover it? How does the testing work?
The first thing is that we get a swatch of the actual fabric, and then we see, okay, how can we use this? Can we use it for a jacket or a blouse, or is it impossible to use because it's too stiff or something like that? Then we just have to go back to the supplier and say that, is it possible to make it softer, or is it possible to add something that will make it more drapey, or whatever it is, and that is how it goes back and forth.
With this collection, I think we were really focused on making something extremely beautiful, opulent and positive and fun, but out of something that's maybe darker or, out of waste, doesn't have a positive tone to it. We used Agriloop hemp biofiber, and this is made from food crop waste, so it's like hemp seed oil, and it's the waste from that industry, and I think that's really cool when you work across industries. It's a really good fiber. It's hemp fiber. We make clothes out of it already. And I think that's really inspiring, and this can change a lot of things. And then we also have Ismanaya Renew. It's made from sustainably sourced wood pulp. And it's mixed with recycled plastic waste. So I think that's really, really amazing. Basically, I remember them talking about it the first time when we had a meeting with them. And they're like, yeah, basically you can just throw in an old rug and recycle that, and it will be made into, mixed up with this wood pulp, and and they were showing us the hangers, and I'm like, that is absolutely amazing. You can throw in old carpets and make a beautiful fabric like this that has body, but it still feels luxurious,
So the green dress, is that your favorite in the collection?
One of the dresses that my eye was drawn to the moment I saw it, because it's such a fun dress, and I would say it's my favorite because I love what it stands for. I love where it comes from. I love the color of it as well. It's gorgeous, emerald green as well, and the fact that color just comes from waste extraction, and then all of that kind of gets made into this wonderful fabric. It's fantastic. It makes me excited because I just hope, I see more of these kind of collections and more of these types of incredible fabrics.
I always go for a kind of a costume because I'm a little bit of a tomboy, so I love the crop jacket, with also the little bit of a wilted rose here and the white trousers. I think that is super versatile also. You can use it in many different ways. I also have to say that I love the yellow jacquard, in recycled polyester. Colors also make you happy, which is a good thing, and maybe you need it right now as well.
We talk about new normal all the time in COVID-19, which is now. And maybe everything should change into a new normal as well.
To make sustainable fashion affordable and accessible for anyone, I think that is also what we are striving for, really. It shouldn't just be for a few chosen ones, It doesn't matter what size you have of your wallet, you should be able to enjoy and to buy sustainable fashion.
We have a tight collaboration with our sustainability department, so we have meetings with them continuously, and we're always asking them what's new, And so a lot of these people that have made these materials, we've met them even at earlier stages. Sometimes you see 2 centimeters of a material that's from the lab, and it's okay, this will not be ready to be scaled yet next year, no, in 2 years maybe. So that's how early on we are working with these people, and then we watch everyone develop and we help, along the way. And then so some of these are more small scale, some are large scale. So we are kind of like a testing platform before it can be scaled up to the rest of H&M. We can work with quite small quantities, but it still gives a chance. Exactly. It's really inspiring. Yeah.
it has to be also fashionable, because I still think that the first thing our customers see is a beautiful fashionable garment. So it can't just be sustainable, or if you say just, it has to be fashionable as well also, because that is what you fall in love with, because doing something that nobody wants to have is, so unsustainable. So maybe next time we can just talk about fashion, just knowing that all the fashion is sustainable.
100%. That would be my dream in the future, working in fashion and ecology. It would be, I think, the best thing in the entire world and for the planet. So,
my dream. So let's dream together and let's change fashion together.
Let's wear the waste.
Yes, wear the waste.